Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Hurricanes will put toe together and we'll get started. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Syracuse Orange will go on offense first. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. It's a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Ross. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Cook. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Syracuse will send out the punt team, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. So Miami's offense has the ball for the first time. Looking to throw, it's back. Got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got it down the middle. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
3rd down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. The Canes will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Cook. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Using his legs, it's Fletcher. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Spins away from the defense. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. To the air, it's Beck. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
So now it's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
And the Canes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Makes the grab. It's Daniels. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. They'll give it to him again.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Beck. Gets rid of it. Got his man on the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Looking downfield on 1st down. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Hurricane. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They march 72 yards, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Willis. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
This will likely be the last play of the half. On the run, it's Willis. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Coral Gables, sign me up for another half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Back to throw, it's back. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
And the Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's looking deep. Finds a spot in the middle. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Off play action. Looking left. Got him downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. You get a guy who can do that on the outside, and is sort of in the DNA of Miami's program.
Yeah, just speed. Those are guys that put fear in you. Those are the track stars. The Sunshine State produces so many of them. Those guys can absolutely fly.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
They'll go back to the ground. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Now the play fake. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Cage.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner will be brought down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. Not much there. They'll give him one to the 14.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Gets it out to the 20. That's not enough for the first down. Fourth down coming.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So first down will open up the final period. Right on the money. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air, it's back. Quickly complete. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
Awesome body control and great job, too, knowing where he is on the field to make sure he got his feet down in bounds. At this point, this guy's been open all over the field, and if I'm the QB, man, I keep throwing him the ball.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. They'll run play action. Fires left. Wide open downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Canes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
Well, this running back can beat you with a lot of tools. He's got speed, he can shake you, he can spin away, and now he shows you the stiff arm. That was lethal before walking into the end zone.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Willis. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Here's a throw downfield late. Wide open, he makes the catch. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Clement.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
The Orange with a ton of options available on second and short. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it, using the quick game. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. This Hurricane defense has been an impenetrable wall all day, not moving an inch against these guys.
And it's a complete effort, Reese. It's the front. It's the defensive line owning the work up front. It's the linebackers running. It's the secondary all working together, reminiscent of the 2001 Miami defense. Under 10 points a game, putting together a performance tonight.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be fourth down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Here comes the heat. And he'll hit the deck, and he didn't get there. You can't slide and not pick up the first down there. A long way to go for this offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Brings up second down.